So, in God is a Woman Part 4, we're going to explore the idea of consciousness and kind of talk about how consciousness works and how it connects this idea of God being a woman. Consciousness is designed to ultimately expand. So, as you become more self aware, you grow and understand yourself deeper. I think of consciousness like a balloon, right? And you're filling up the balloon with air, and it just continues to expand and expand and expand. And your world sense of the world isn't expanded of how you can interact with the world then. That's kind of how consciousness works for me. And as we have discussed previously, mothering your unmothered self leads to a degree of psychological wholeness. Because when it comes to trauma and then ultimately healing yourself from trauma, that the ability for you to mother your unmothered self ultimately allows you access to get the healing that you ultimately need. It is the way that you ultimately understand your archetype and understand your archetype and the way that you narrate your life story that ultimately leads to a degree of balance. That the mother child archetype is the parent archetype from which all other archetypal constellations derive, as we talked about previously. And this degree of psychological disorientation is a result of an interference with this archetypal construct, which ultimately you can find, or sometimes you find in men when men may develop a mother complex. Also, I would just say that, you see this pattern of motherism everywhere. You see it in not only in not only in the animal kingdom, not only in consciousness. You see it in the cosmos. You see it in how the earth is a self-regulating entity. So you see it in ant colonies, termite colonies, bee colonies, wasp colonies. You see how elephants are matriarchal and how they're the most intelligent land animals and they're ultimately very matriarchal. You see it in star nebula. Star nebula are actually the matrix. They are a matrix where stars are actually born. That it's like it functions as a womb and it has all the materials that create stars and stars are actually born, right? And you also think about the structure of like forest canopies and how they're tiered in such a way that they kind of mother, right, the shrubs and trees below them. So you see motherism everywhere within nature, within the cosmos. So my thing would be, if we see motherism everywhere, why would it be any different for humans? Why would we not be able to see God as a woman? And that's why I say Friedrich Nietzsche was wrong, that God is not dead, God is just a woman.